sometimes people have what it takes, but they haven't recognized it yet. Just go forward. So what do you need to do? How do you stand out? So what you need to do is be that person that's different and is bigger than you think. Rise from the ashes and fly like the phoenixes that you are.
Good morning, everybody, and hello. This is Andrew David, Blake Newbar's partner program. So to kind of continue Friday, we were getting into content, and I want to finalize that, like the customer value journey. There's 3 different sets of slides that I just dropped into the Skype group to present you guys so you can review. We are going to be getting into Facebook ads and, activity inside of Facebook groups this week. So that's why I'm kind of laying this foundation, right? So we start talking about content and different types of content and how you can get yourself out there and how to get yourself organized, all of that. Then you're able to utilize it in a number of different ways. So that's what we're going to be running through. So what we were reviewing on Friday, we talked about kind of 2 key things. We were talking about the customer value journey, and we were talking about the attractive character. Okay, did anybody get a chance to study a little bit the attractive character? Look any of that up? Did it make sense? Did we have any questions about it? The attractive character, this is you. This is your positioning within your brand. This is your message that you're putting out there. And so there's elements to that. There's the backstory, there's stories, parables, examples that you use. There's the character flaws, like, hey, I'm not perfect. There's a willingness to be, to have some polarity, meaning, to be resolute in your message as opposed to flip-flopping and trying to connect with every single person, right? Different types of identities. We had the leader, the adventure crusader, reporter, evangelist, and then the reluctant hero, and then different types of storylines that you can use. This training is available inside Russell Brunson's .com secrets. There's a few other places that you can find it. A lot of other people just like, I love this. This is, and I'll show you exactly what I mean. So if I learn how to spell, so the attractive character, and I do that, and I put like branding, let's say. So you have this, but what I always think is funny is, like, this came from Russell's stuff, right? You guys see like how, okay, so he does put .com secrets Russell there right away. Some of them don't though. They just straight rip it off, and I think it's ridiculous. So anyway, that's where I pulled this from, okay, is the attractive character, pulled it from Russell. And some of you guys, if you're blogging or you want to talk about marketing, bring this up to your people. This is a great training. And then as an affiliate with ClickFunnels, you can do just like these people are doing, right? You can click here, right? What's that going to do? It's going to take you to a funnel that's probably set up. Oh, that's just his site. Like I would have, yeah. So they've got their affiliate ID set up, right? So ClickFunnels, all you guys have that capability. Your affiliates with ClickFunnels, just an extra way to generate some traffic for yourself, right? So anyway, attractive character, and he talks about all sorts of different people. We talk about the attractive character not being Superman, right? Not perfect, being willing to be a little bit, have some polarity there. Leaders, adventurers, evangelist, and reporter, and the reluctant hero. Okay, so does anybody have any questions on these? I shared this, okay, and I'll get you guys something on creating a mission and vision statement. Well, I'm going to give you that later this week. So, I mean, we'll end up talking a little bit about that. But I gave you these slides inside the Skype group. Okay, now the customer value journey, what we're doing is we're taking them through this process where they get to know us, like us, trust us, and then they end up purchasing. They're taking action, right? So this is helping us knowing and liking where they start to resonate with our content, right? Again, this is about your audience. It's not just about what you like to post. It's finding a way to connect with them. And so let's see. So the awareness stage, so we're trying to create awareness because a lot of people fall into this beginning here where they are unaware, and then we're building awareness, we're increasing their interest, then their desire, then their action. We're trying to get them to take action. So we do that through right here. People, go through this know, like, and trust. We want to get them into right there in the middle where they know us, like us, and trust us. We engage in different ways. All right. So writing with passion and putting things out there. When you share a post, some of you guys might remember this. I think this is an easy thing to. How many of you guys remember me and then me and Brock as well talking about the empathy map? Does anybody remember that? So here's something you can go do is look up the empathy map. Okay. Everybody see this hopefully on the screen. So think and feel, see, hear, do, pain, and gain. So everything that I write, if I'm going to connect with someone, typically the two biggest types of two biggest elements that are going to create action, they're going to cause someone to make a change in their life, comes about because of some kind of pain that they are facing or some kind of gain that they want to achieve. What's crazy is when I talk with you guys, I can talk about gaining. You can talk about gaining health, happiness, wealth. Those are powerful, but the pain of loss, the pain of not being around when, or not being able to enjoy your life, the physical pain is a better driver than how you could feel if you improved. The fear, the loss of, finances, like that kind of thing, the fear of missing out, the fear of not having, the pain of suffering, those elements connect with an audience better. It's just how we're wired. And so there's always this desire to be very happy and positive. A lot of times people have in their marketing, but if you're connecting with your audience, then the best way to do it is going to be through figuring out what their pain is, right? What is their pain and how are you going to solve it? Is everybody with me? So someone give me a niche and what pain points you think that may be important for that niche. Craig, yeah, let's connect offline, but throw something out, Craig, with this answer. So what niche are you working on and what is their pain? What's their problem? Anybody else? Throw something to me. Let's talk. Let's workshop through it. Life coaches, not enough clients. Okay, so why is so all of them are trafficking clients. So why is that a problem for them? What are they? If we look at life coaches and we look at affiliate marketers, let's do life coaches first. What are most of them spending their time trying to do? This is where participation helps. They're trying to get more clients. I would say most of them are actually spending their time working on themselves, trying to get new certifications. They're studying, a lot of the life coaches, so coaching their clients, or they're getting these new certifications. They're learning, they're growing, they're trying to become better coaches. They don't get much training when it comes to marketing. And so they're not connecting there. And a lot of life coaches that I've seen, and this comes from personal experience, having talked with hundreds that would fit into that category, there's almost this feeling of, well, I don't want to sell somebody something. I have an opportunity or an obligation to help them and help them be better. And so they know they should charge because it'll allow them to make money, but they're hesitant to do that. So how do we help them see that if they were able to attract more clients and even charging them, if they accepted that sales and marketing is a good thing, that they could actually help more people, then what could they do? Right? So sometimes helping them understand the pain, maybe their pain isn't getting more clients. Their pain is, so I'm going to approach this from a conversational standpoint that I'm having with the life coach, instead of just saying, hey, you're not getting enough clients, your marketing sucks. What I'm going to say is your message isn't being heard. Your clients can't hear your voice. You're not able to affect the change that you want. Man, how could we change that? Right? So a lot of them get, yeah, I need more clients, but what's frustrating them isn't just that they're not making money. One of the things that frustrates them is they're not getting as much out there, right? Yeah, they're chasing shiny objects. Absolutely. So let me pull up health and wellness, pain, not being able to provide for and spend time with their family. Okay, sure. But so almost the same thing with health and wellness. Why are they doing it? Or they're doing it in a way where it's taking, when it comes to, so if you've got someone that's in health and wellness, Rick, that's not getting enough time with their family, how do you help them where if you bring in more clients to them, and this is going to apply for a lot of self-employed small business owners. So if someone's spending too much time away from their family because they're working too hard, what are they going to think about getting more clients? What's going to be one of the first reactions? Yeah, Lynn, you're shaking your head like they don't want them. I don't want more clients. So why would I want what you have that's going to teach me how to get more clients? How would you approach that? What would you do differently to approach that? To solve the same problem. You're giving them the same solution, okay, to the problem, but they're spending too much time away from their family. So how is getting more clients going to help them? And what other solutions could you give them? Anybody else? Nobody? Think through this with me, people. Get those creative juices flowing. If I'm spending too much, if I'm a small business owner, because most of these business owners are exactly that. They're family run, it's them and a handful of employees. It's just them. They're the only ones doing it. Okay, affiliate marketers, same type of thing. The whole reason most of them are starting something like affiliate marketing or starting here is because they want more resources or they want more time. And here they are spending time. And now you're giving them, especially for affiliate marketers. This works great with affiliate marketers, digital marketers, but yet you're one more thing that they're going to spend money on. So what's going to make you stand out? What's going to make you different than just ClickFunnels? Because there is a difference, but the difference starts with you, right? Get more high paying clients. Yeah, changing their less clients paying more. Yeah, so helping them figure that out. So if they can connect with their clients in a better way and they can provide more value to their clients, so how are you going to help them do that? Well, I'm going to help you do X, Y, Z. I'm going to help you learn how to follow up correctly. I'm going to help you with all of this. If you build the business the right way, get some more clients, you can hire the help on that'll be there. Well, I don't want more help. Okay, so now I'm taking the role. Now I'm trying to figure out their pain and how to solve that. Right? Leverage technology, create group coaching. There you go. Yeah, that's a great example, right? So it's, yeah, Tom, you should sell with about, not just with email, but content about 10% of the time. Now, email is a little bit different. And even with your content, so constant direct response, constant calls to action, but not a sales call every single time, right? So I'm providing content that I want them to take some kind of action, but not always buy my stuff. More value with the clients they have already, getting clients willing to pay more, fewer clients. Yeah, absolutely, Jamie. So your role is to solve their problems. And so you have to look at it from their point of view, right? If we're doing real estate, it's the same thing. Anyone over the last 2 years here in the US anyway, with the way the market was, man, if a seller came to you, anybody could sell because all they had to do was list it and they'd have a ton of offers come through, right? They didn't have to work at all. Well, now things are starting to shift. Now these real estate agents actually have to do some selling. They have to work with these sellers. They have to explain that things are a little bit different. hey, when the interest rates went up, that means, someone that was going to pay $1,000 a month for a mortgage is now going to have to pay $1,400, $1,500, $1,600 a month for the exact same house. But so now as a salesperson, as a real estate agent, things change. So how about I help you create that funnel of seller leads? How do you help them engage, etc.? Right? So let me see what else we have. More value, your character, more value, less time. Yes, I mean, so people are going to buy from you because you know their problems. You're not trying to just schlep off some other software onto them. And that's what a lot of people are doing. If you're going to stand out, you need to be different there. So Jamie, then what do you want? I'm not sure, because I've been rambling and I'm just coming back through. So bring me a little more clarity on that. Middle, putting together my autoresponder, 365 days. Good. Is there any app that can be done, either desktop, cloud, that composes emails in different import codes? Not sure.
I just thought I would ask the audience, and maybe if there's somebody else ever heard of anything. What I'm trying to do is be able to do them either on desktop or on cloud, and transpose them with an import code that can be used in other different autoresponders.
I don't know anyone that's created an autoresponder I know people, they put them into a list and keep them in a loop, but 365-day autoresponders, that's intense, man. I mean, good for you.
Well, I'm trying to think ahead.
I'm not saying you're doing this. It sounds like something that I used to do, where I would think ahead too much. So as long as your basic stuff to get launched is still going, that's something that you implement along the way, right?
All right. Well, I'll cut it back to 180 days.
I mean, the first part's the most important. Getting yourself out there and launched is going to be the most important thing. And then, then I can add in getting them on an email list. I mean, you want to keep emails. Some are going to be in your generic kind of autoresponder and keep going, but some of them, the more time relevant they are, like if I'm talking about something that's happening now, that helps because I want to stay top of mind with people. And then I show, that I am engaged in what's going on around it.
Yeah, I understand all that. I'm just, like I said, I was just throwing that out there for the audience and see if anybody ever heard of anything, because I've never heard of it.
No, I'm not sure. All
right. Well, you carry back on with what you were talking about. I didn't mean to change your thoughts.
No, you're good. So David's talking about pain to pleasure, right? So that goes with the empathy map. And I think the empathy map, guys, look it up. It'll help you with your marketing. So it's people hear certain things, right? Do you hear what I'm saying? Do you see what I'm talking about? Some people visualize things. And so the way that you verbalize it is going to be important. Okay. Not just video versus text, but how many of you have read something that says, are you hearing what I'm saying here? And it's written, and yet you connect with it because that's how you learn. Or they say, can you visualize what can you imagine this and see that? And even though it's a written text, it gets you to imagine. You want to find ways to connect with your audience. The empathy map will help do that. And then finding words, there's different words and there's different emotions that you want to bring forth, but you don't want to drive that pain so deeply that it just frustrates them and they walk away. And so if I'm going to talk about time away from family, or if I'm going to talk about, like with life coaches, not being able to connect with an audience, or if I'm going to talk with people in health and wellness that are frustrated because some people do it almost as a mission, right? They're doing it because their family, they were obese, overweight, and or a family member died early and they're in health and fitness now because they want to see a change. Well, have you been able to bring about the change that you've wanted to, right? Have you reached as many people as you're looking for? No, I haven't. And so that's a frustrating point for a lot of people. So how do I, take that next step, right? Templates available. Funnel is the trigger, controls the type and sequence of autoresponders. Yeah, so there's that. Zapier is one that a lot of people use. Search and find an app that can convert. Don't know how much. Okay, so we can get into some apps later on this week. I'll get with a couple of guys that use a ton of apps. So inside the trainings here, guys, go through the customer value journey, trying to talk about exhaustion when people are exhausted or they're desperate. Revenge isn't really one we want to touch on, but a lot of them are going to be confused. They're frustrated and confused with everything that's there. They're tired of, they're exhausted from trying to utilize all these different things and haven't yet figured it out, and getting to this, life is pessimism starting to get in there, right? So there's different emotions that I can bring out in what I'm doing, right? So there's different things to talk about here. So this is an example, right, from an HVAC. So they're dealing with emotions, talking to them about stress, talking to them about phone never stops ringing during the busy months. You can't get anyone to talk to you during the off months. And then, so this is marketing, but I'm also touching on some of their other points, right? I'm talking about the ups and downs. So I help solve some of those ups and downs when I'm doing marketing. If we're talking about HVAC or a lot of these service industries, they struggle with their technicians. Okay. Now, as an owner, this makes your job difficult, if not impossible. So I'm connecting with them. I understand your problems, and I know it's hard for you to plan. This could be rewritten for just about any one of the service industries. Just about any of the things that you have. So headline, build the interest, and then desire. So I'm touching, I'm connecting with them with the headline. I'm building up their interest. So I'm connecting with them with key points, but those key points have some emotions connected to them. Okay. So a little bit of story, touch on that pain. And then this is, tell them what you want, what you really want, right? Drive a little bit of a call to action. That's what that's supposed to be. I'll tell you what I want, what I really, really want. So tell me what you want, what you really, really want. I want, give them something. Okay. So I'm going to pull up, guys, these words in your copy are awesome. They're great. Touch on someone's curiosity. You talk about, the boredom they feel when things are dead, or the frustration or the anxiety because they don't know where the next job is coming in, right? Are you angry with the last company that did blah, 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 or the attempts that you had? Tired of seeing your competitors' trucks rolling around while you're sitting at the shop? There's all sorts of different things that you can touch on there. But emotions are going to be important in the content that you put out. Now, I'm providing this to you guys as well. I've already given you some inside in the folder, but look through here as well today. Kind of think about your social media, where you're at, what you're doing, what you're posting, that kind of thing. Some of these are in the other training, but you need to kind of identify how often you're going to be posting, what kind of content you're going to be posting. We're going to look at, we got photos, videos, quotes, captions, how often you're doing that in different things. So again, I would, in the training inside the dashboard, identify a handful of groups, get into those groups, get super active, answer other people's questions, all of their problems, not just shit that has to do with getting customers and marketing. Look at every problem that they've got. And if you're in one and the only thing that's going on in there is a pitch fest, everybody's trying to sell their own shit, that's not something you're ever going to make money in. Okay. You've got, and this goes more for like network marketing, affiliate marketing, digital marketers, entrepreneurs. If you're in a group and the only thing that group is doing is trying to sell, everybody is trying to sell their own stuff, you're never going to get business from it. Okay. You never will. Has anyone ever been out networking to a Chamber of Commerce event? Okay. So some of you guys go in. I don't know if I still have, those are hotel key cards. I was going to see if I had a stack of business cards. So here's how most people prepare for a networking event. Chamber of Commerce event coming up. All right. Let's assume I'm not sponsoring the table. I'm going to walk in and in my pocket, I've got 20 business cards, 25 cards. And a lot of people go in and their goal is to hand out give out 50 cards. I want to give out 50. I want to get as many as possible. And as soon as I get home, I'm going to email them and I'm going to go, hey, it was great meeting you at the event. We should totally do business together. Let me know if you need any help with your copier or if you need any help with blah, blah, blah. Did my networking. I'm awesome. You never build shit that way. That's it. And a lot of these Facebook groups are set up the same way where people are coming in and they're going, I need to post so that I can get in front of 50 people and I'm going to tell them, hey, you need to buy my stuff. Hey, if you ever need help with your marketing, let me know. Hey, if your Facebook isn't working the way you need to, let me know. On and on and on and on and on. That's it. The only way to actually do business there. So what I would start to do, I would go in with I'd have maybe 5 to 10 cards, but I wasn't worried about giving out my own. I wanted theirs and I wanted to know about them. And I would take notes and sometimes I would do it right in front of them. So I'm standing there and Craig and I are talking and Craig, do you have a business card? Oh man, so what do you do? Great. And how long have you been doing that? Man, 15 years. That's awesome. So listen, I'm new to the group. I'm really trying to get to know people, but I work with a lot of business owners all over the city. What kind of client are you looking for? Who are your best clients? I'm in cleaning and restoration. We'll talk about me some other time. Don't worry about it. What do you do? So who are you working with? Great. Is there anybody you're trying to get in front of? What do you like about what you do? I'm taking notes on you. And I go, okay, so if I end up with somebody like this, you okay if I reach out? Yeah, for sure. All right. Once I kind of let things process just the way my mind works, I might reach out to ask you a couple other questions about what you do sometime. Is that okay? Yeah. Okay, good. And they go, oh, right away, there's going to be this level of, I need to reciprocate. I got to ask about you because all you did is let me talk about me. The good ones will do that. So here's something to pay attention to if you ever go out and network in reality. The ones that go, tell me about you. Look, we spent some time talking about me. I want to hear about you. I would then still downplay that. But if they don't do that at all, that's not someone I want to do business with because they don't care about other people, right? So that's a quick kind of check if you're ever out networking in public. But what I would do is that, and then I would email them. I would think about it, and then I'd email them later, right? Hey, I've got so-and-so. I'd think about my network. Is there anybody there? And then over time, you end up building a relationship. Now, in online marketing, you've got to kind of approach it the same way. You've got to get into some of these groups and get into their head and ask them questions and answer their questions and supply them answers. And some of you guys are going, but I'm in marketing. Why am I talking to them about staffing, about payroll, about software? Right? Tom's asking these questions about software, the same questions that you can give to some of the people that are in the businesses that you're trying. Hey, I just tried this software. This may work great for you, right? Here's something that, I did a little bit of research because I was looking for my business. Here's a CRM. Here's something. And a lot of them won't even know if you say what the hell a CRM is. I found this cool software that'll help you track your customers and stay in contact with them. It's so much easier than Outlook, which is what a lot of them use, right? So you should try this. Ask them questions that'll help solve the problems that they're dealing with on a regular basis. If you've ignored every aspect of business besides marketing, then you're missing out on connecting with your audience. Because for most of your audience, I would say 95% of your audience, unless it's affiliate marketers and entrepreneurs, most of them are frustrated. Even entrepreneurs and affiliate marketers and digital marketers, most of them are frustrated about marketing. So unless you tie into that frustration and do it in some other ways as well, they're almost not going to want to talk about it. Digital marketers, affiliate marketers get a little overwhelmed with marketing options. And so it's fatigue, right? Oh yeah, great. You're going to be just like everybody else. Now, if I help them figure out a couple of other things, here's this cool little program. Hey, have you built out your own logo yet? Here, you probably heard of Canva, but did you know they have templates? And like, you could do this and this, and it'll help fix everything. Some of you guys just use the calendar I showed you inside the Business Manager, inside of Facebook, to plan out some of your posts, right? Hopefully you guys paid attention to that. How many of you guys shared that with possible clients or in some of the groups that you're in? How many of you guys went in and went, hey, I just found the coolest thing, and I know it's been around for a while, but if I didn't see it, some of you guys probably didn't. You should check this out. Are you struggling, with the amount of time it takes to post on your page? You should check out this tool. Film a 2-minute video, share the screen, do a Loom video through Google Drive or Google Chrome, film your screen for 2 minutes and show them how to do it, and share that. And watch what people do. What if we want to hire someone to do all the hustle? Yeah, so with a funnel, all right, so if you want to pay someone to do it, there's different ways of doing it, right? You can pay someone to do content and then you post. You can give someone access as an admin on your Facebook business page. I wouldn't do it with your personal page. You never want to give away your personal page when you can do it on your business. For ClickFunnels, you would have to, and this is where like you've got to have a level of trust if you're going to have them mess with the funnel at all. In the VIP or whatever the $300 a month one is, you can have multiple people log in. On the basic one, you only get one login, so you really have to trust them in that regard. So on the other hand, with Facebook, you can give them admin access. You can give them access to post and like and comment and do all of that, but not have access to, say, to run ads or your credit card or anything like that. You can limit access inside Facebook Manager, but they wouldn't have access. They wouldn't be able to post as you from your personal page. So there are ways that you can do it. It just depends on how much access you want to give them, how much you trust them. So like I have one assistant that's got access to pretty much everything from on my personal, but like I change up the password fairly frequently just in case, right? So lots of Facebook groups will not even let someone with a business page join my personal site. Just, yeah, you join with your personal. If they don't let you join with the business, you join with your personal. Most groups, I would say, require you to join with your personal. That's why we talk about doing your personal and your business. And then getting active and answering questions in there. So yeah, they don't care how much you know till they know how much you care. More money and more time with family. Right, so it's, Rick, that's absolutely the clarification. So we understand it, but people don't get that right away. They just think, most of them just think more work. And so, well, I'm not trying to create more work for you. This is what it'll be. This is how it solves that. This is how it'll speed this up. This is how it'll lessen the amount of work that you're doing. Can you imagine how many of them respond to every single email question that comes in? Every single time they get an email, someone emails them a question, or they get a phone call, and they start to run through the same damn question every single time. All these businesses do, right? The regular businesses. Now, what if you could help them, show them how to create a quick video that has the frequently asked questions? Show how to create an email sequence, like Tom's talking about, that'll cover frequently asked questions or staying in touch or other things. Create some templates so you can just copy, paste, and send, instead of them having to do write the whole thing out, because a lot of them do. They try and write out this whole big response every single time. And the funnel, if they utilize it the right way, will help solve a lot of those problems. So you have to help them see how it does that. Okay. So confusion, guarantees, and action. So you have to find a way to clarify things all the way around. All right, guys, I'm going to let you go with that. I want you to study some of these things, write down questions. Here's your homework. Identify 3 major problems, pain points that your customers have, that your niche, your clients have. Identify the pain points. And if you say something like too much time, you're going to identify the pain point and then a possible solution for them that you could answer. You might not train it or do it, but you can find an answer and provide it for them. So pain point possible solution. So, hey, they're spending too much time. More clients isn't the solution. Less clients spending more money, yes, that's a solution, right? But if all you say is, hey, if you generate more money, then you won't have to work as hard, the first thing they're going to think is, well, then I'm going to have to do more work in order to do that. That's not a solution. For digital marketers, more money. Oh, well, more marketing. Well, that's not going to work because I'm having to do blah, 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 blah already. I've tried this and this and this and this. I've tried all these marketing things and none of them work. That's going to be the initial response. So what's your solution? So pain points. Now, if some of you guys, if you message me, probably don't blow up the Skype group with these, but if you message me 3 pain points or whatever, then on the call, we'll dive into some pain points for different niches tomorrow, and I'll try and brainstorm with you guys. So Rick's saying I might share some ideas about how to get some of their time back. Absolutely. Windows Explorers, the Google suite, right? How to prioritize emails, how to write templates, how to have that written up, all sorts of different things. Yeah, time management. If you don't think that's going to, like, guys, we're helping business owners. We're trying to relieve their problems, their stress, and their pain points. So 3 pain points and then the solution for each one. Everybody on board? Good. Only got a couple of you here. That's awesome. Guys, get into it tomorrow. Send me the pain points privately. Not don't bombard the group, please. Just message me and we will dive into it tomorrow. Appreciate you guys. Love you. Go have a great day. Bye-bye.
Sometimes people have what it takes, but they haven't recognized it yet. Just go forward. So what do you need to do? How do you stand out? So what you need to do is be that person that's different and is bigger than you think. Rise from the ashes and fly like the phoenix has seen.